Hello and welcome to a new campaign of the Great War Western Front. I'm going to be playing through as the Allied Nations. If you watched my last campaign, I played through as the Central Powers, won that campaign pretty easily, especially once those national will reductions kicked in at the end. We're going to be starting from 1914 again, but we're going to be kicking it up from the standard difficulty to veteran, the 4-star difficulty. I also played on update 2.0 last time. Didn't play with a lot of the new content that's coming 2.1. I'm now on update 2.1. We've got some new features like anti-aircraft guns, ammo caches, a ton of AI improvements. So I'm really excited to see how this looks. All right, so we've got our front line set up here. What is this icon in Ypres? Does it say there? Disunity of command. That's because we have Belgian, French, and Canadian troops there. And I believe the Canadians can operate with any of the Commonwealth countries. Our front line is pretty thin. We've got it built out well around Verdun, around Compiègne, just one corps there. We've got a lot in Calais. We can call in some of these British elite, British regular, and Indian corps there. One of the great things in this update is more unit variety. We've got some French colonial troops, some more British and Indian troops that I'm excited to play with, and I want to play through those a little bit. Let's check out these events. So we have Belgian liberation. We have to capture Ghent within 6 turns. It's only 2 stars, so there is a chance we could do that one. Demoralize them, defeat 10 German companies. That seems doable. So let's do this smartly and distribute some units here in ways that is not going to, ways that's not going to risk our unity of command. Now in Ypres, let's see. I'm gonna move that Canadian one to Hazebrouck because that's gonna be a Commonwealth one for us. And let's send these Indian troops to Compiègne. A little glitch there when they start the movement. And just looking at the front line, it's pretty French through and through. Oh, I did not notice these troops. So let's send these elite troops to Ypres, since we're going to be attacking from there. Anywhere else we look really thin, or where they have a chance to hit us from multiple directions. Verdun looks pretty well reinforced. We've got 4 corps there. Let's just throw some more troops at some of these other areas along the line. And then we'll just reinforce Hazebrouck and Arras so that we can hopefully attack Lille soon. We've got 3 points for research points. Efficient heavy artillery could be a good one. Trench engineering, flight. We could get our recon planes, and the recon planes I found to be very useful. Let's go with helmets to start with, and the rifle fire bonus is appealing. Let's just go level 1s in all of these. Get our new trenches and our supply depots. We have 8,000 gold. I'm going to save that for now. You know, if we're going to be attacking from Ypres, let's get some supplies in there. Let's do our region intel. What do they have in Ghent? Can we see? Makeup's unknown. Let's send what we've got into Ghent. We're likely to get a minor victory, but we'll see if we can overcome them. So if you watched my last series on the Great War, the setup will look familiar. I'm rolling with 2 heavy artillery and 2 light artillery, 1 balloon. Very light setup across the front, just some riflemen that I think can likely suppress anything they're doing. And I'm going to start off hitting them with heavy artillery, just starting to weaken their lines a bit. Looks like they're sending that customary rush of 3 or so companies. which with no support, my riflemen will cut down no problem. Now the strategy I'm going with here, the French are cheaper to deploy. Oh, okay. Didn't even notice how that was. So I deployed all the French first, holding the Belgians in reserve. And let's see what they've got here. Not a lot. I'm just gonna fire some quick barrages from the light guns while I'm waiting for the heavy guns to reload. And once all these guns are ready again, then I'm going to set up my first assault. First wave's French, followed by some Belgians. And just looking at what they have, unless they've got some major surprises back here, we should be able to take X without much of a problem at all. Almost there. It looks like they're firing some counter battery at me. All right. So I'm not sure if this behavior was patched in the update or not, where if you direct them to go to a trench, it can mess them up and they'll sit still, not go where you wanted them to. So I'm going to direct them to an area, and we'll worry about exactly what trench to go to when we get there. I imagine some of my units aren't going to make it, so there will be enough trenches for everybody who's still kicking. It's nice to hear some different voiceovers. I had been hearing some of those German voiceovers in my sleep. Not because they're bad, just because there were so many of them. So first, heavy artillery is going right for their machine gun nests. Then we'll hit that front trench, throw some light artillery at their back trench. And hopefully I didn't send this too early. But I'm holding one light artillery, just in case exactly that happens. And I need to suppress this. We just need to get that gun taken out. Good, now we're close enough. I think we'll get in these trenches. Here we go. We just need to get them taken. We'll see. We've got a lot of guys here just hanging out. It is tough to direct this many troops in a meaningful way. I think we've got this one. There we go. We're going to need some help in this trench on the right. All right, these guys have just about had it, so I will retreat them. Gonna hit these guys with some light artillery just to keep it coming. Bring up some reinforcements. Not taking a lot of casualties from my light artillery, but it is keeping them occupied. I'm going to send this French company up because I don't think those Belgians are going to hold that trench. Oh yeah, we're going to need more. We're at least keeping this trench busy on the right side. Oh yeah, these guys aren't going to make it. So we'll retreat these guys, actually. Have the light artillery hold off the any fire from this back trench while we send one company up to take it. Let's actually just hit this with heavy and finish them off. Hopefully this will get them to rout. There we go. They're going to get hit with rifle fire as they retreat.
We hebben nieuwe orders. Houd jullie klaar. We hebben nieuwe orders. Wacht op orders. Naar de stad.
Attention!
There we go. Now we are capturing X.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Attention! En position de tir!
So where do we need to go next? I think the command trench is the way to go. Tough thing we're going to run into is that there aren't a lot of trenches here for us to take cover in. All right, so we've got a control point.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Préparez-vous sur la banquette de tir. Renfort.
Het feestje is precies al bezig.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
How far can my artillery reach? I'm going to have to go through these guys, so I'm going to start just peppering them with artillery.
Bereid je voor.
Let's see what we run into back here. You know, if I'm going to assault, might as well do it right.
Opgelet. Deze positie is van ons. We hebben nieuwe orders.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
And we found a machine gun nest.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Very good.
Nieuwe orders. Wacht op orders. Neem jullie positie. Bereid je voor.
Attendez les ordres. Chargez.
Can I hit them with any artillery? No.
Opgelet.
It's going to take some serious assaulting to get in there.
We hebben nieuwe orders. We geven ons over.
But at least now that machine gun's taken out, so we know what we've got in there.
Nieuwe orders. Hij is de witte vlag.
Let's, while we've got them occupied, let's take advantage of this and go for it.
On arrive. Après le bataillon direct.
Wacht op orders. We moeten deze positie vasthouden.
Attention!
No half measures here. I'm going to go for it.
Attendez les ordres. On tient cette position. Tenez-vous prêts. Cette position est à nous. Attention! Préparez-vous sur la banquette de tir. On a de nouveaux ordres.
I don't think this front company is going to make it, but if I get one company in there, then that's cover from rifle fire for everyone else.
Levez le drapeau blanc. Tenez-vous prêts. Le commandement veut cette position. Sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres.
Opgelet.
So we should be moving into skirmish formations here.
Attendez les ordres.
Dit kunnen we niet winnen.
En position de tir.
And there we go. We've got this trench
We
taken.
hebben nieuwe orders.
Now once we take the command trench, that's going to move things further in our favor. And hopefully give us time that we can press through onto Y and Z.
Coördinaten. Vuur op die positie. Tenez-vous prêts.
I'll send these guys on foot to take out their artillery.
Dit stuk grond.
On tient cette position.
That sounds quite convenient to do. If we don't, I don't think we're going to face any opposition here. Always nice to take out some artillery. We get good points for it. And then clearly they're not firing at our guys either.
We hebben nieuwe
Got
orders.
some fresh troops coming through.
Wacht op orders. We verdedigen deze positie.
On a de nouveaux ordres. On tient. On a de nouveaux ordres.
I'll leave 3 companies there. That should be enough to take out
Attendez les ordres.
any Oh, we got some friends here. We'll keep them busy.
Bereid je voor. Confrontatieformatie.
Maintenir cette position.
Now this is taking a little longer than I expected. Let's stop. Oh, we gotta... Things are getting a little messy here. All right. Now it's time to assault these trenches. I think we're safe from the heavy artillery. We're gonna have to assault this back trench. No way I can break through. We'll maybe get this company out that's weak. Oh, we gotta hold this trench. Can't lose it. But there we go. We made it to this back trench. And it'll be nice when we can call in some reinforcements from this point behind Y as well. Anything else I can hit with this artillery? I'm guessing they'll be in these trenches, so I'll just start hitting them. 369 supply left. I think it's worth bringing it in. I'll have this company wait right here, even though it looks like we should take out these German companies. Yeah, we've got it. Let's get these guys retreating. I'll wait until we capture this point to call in my reinforcements. Let's just see about hitting some of these other trenches. I have no idea if there's anyone in them, but if there are, I want them to have a bad time. And taking a look at my other companies I've got scattered around. I'm just going to retreat these guys rather than have them go up and around. More of a chance of running into these companies and getting killed than getting where they want to go. So we now have Y captured. Let's see, can't call them in there just yet. So I will stack this with Belgian companies and send some volunteers as scouts. See if we can find where they're hiding and call in some artillery to soften them up while I'm waiting for the rest of my reinforcements to arrive. Down to 284 supply, not bad. I'd like to have more. That means we burn through probably solid, I don't know, 600 or so. But, oh, there we go. There's a machine gun. Gotta drop that. At least now we know where it is. I'm gonna hit that with more heavy artillery, I think, before I launch. I've got 9 minutes, so I don't have to rush. I'm gonna try to be gentle with my usage of infantry here. And where is everybody? Good to go here? Let's get them all in skirmish formation. We're gonna get hit at some point, and I just want to be ready. Even though we get a higher rate of movement, I feel like there's a higher chance of me forgetting about it and taking unnecessary casualties than any kind of legitimate tactical advantage in the speed. Let's just have everybody bum rush C, and we'll see how it goes. I can't imagine they have many companies left here, and the ones that they are, I'm hoping have been severely weakened by my artillery. All right, where are they? Here they are. I can at least hit that one. Can hit that. So let's pause and plan where our companies are going here. This is going to be a tough nut to crack up top. All right, so I'm going to call in artillery here. And there we go. I've got my heavy artillery back. So I'll call that in on the top trench. There we go. We got one trench taken. I'm going to send this crew up at the top trench because I feel like it's inevitable that the first wave won't make it. Oh, here we go. We actually managed to capture a few of these. I'm gonna hit this trench, this machine gun with artillery. Looks like that shouldn't last much longer. And there we go. We should have, here they are. They want to surrender? I will take it. First battle at veteran difficulty, and we have a sweep. We force them to surrender. Let's see how the casualties look. One thing I did see in the write-ups about the new patch is that there are better campaign stats, so I want to see what we can see there. Looks good. Great victory. We got most of these bonuses. 300 supply out of it, 300 cash. Got some national will. They got one national will bonus, 200 supply. But they lost more, actually about the same, and some heavy artillery. But we did it while taking the whole map. So I think that's a great result for us. Plus 11 for us, minus 12 for them. We got the 500 gold reserves from completing our first objective there. And I'm thinking about attacking Lille, but I'm not sold on it. So let's sit tight for this turn. Maybe let's get some supply on Verdun so we can be ready to defend that one, because I feel like that's gonna be a challenge. And I think we're in good shape to liberate Ghent. Yeah, because we didn't have all of our companies there. We've got 2 elite French corps that we can add to the assault next turn. Even if they do reinforce Ghent, we'll be getting our own reinforcements. They had nothing to throw at us that turn. Got some new events. Food rationing. So we get 400 gold reserves out of that. And we have a mission to research landing strip and build an airfield. We'll get a British air wing deployed to Calais if we do that. So let's do that. So we need landing strip. All right, so we can start with the recon and fighter planes. There we go. We now got that event for a little national will boost. Do we want a British or French air wing? Let's start with a British air wing. See what that looks like. Now, we won't be able to use them this turn. But, we'll at least have them there for further attacks coming out of Ypres. Now, let's see. They did reinforce Ghent. They've got 5 corps there now. But we also have 2 more corps. They're elite. So they give us a little extra supply, actually. I didn't notice that. Let's see. Should we go for it? First, I'll take a look around the line, see if we see any other big stacks. I've got a bit of a doom stack here in Colmar. So I'm going to send this African corps to Epinal. Make sure we hold that. Send one to Luneville. Just because it looks like they're going to attack out of Colmar. And I'm pretty confident in my ability to defend. But we don't have a lot of tech yet to help us build up our defenses. And that's a pretty substantial stack they've got there. I think while we've got the 1-star knocked out in Ghent, let's go for it. Let's finish this off. Now they're expecting a loss because our corps are almost even. We only have 1 more than them. but we'll have to rely on tactics to get this done. So we have the same plan as last time. I'm going with 2 heavy and 2 light guns again. Change here is that we've got some elite French infantry who I'm going to have be the second wave of this assault. Now, do we have a condition on the battlefield that is limiting what we can see? Because this balloon is not affording us anything. Might need to send a company out just to spot some stuff. Here comes their first assault, our 3 free kills. No, and you look at that, it's taken a while to knock these guys down. They're lasting much longer than I would like. I don't know if you can tell on the stream, but I did get a new graphics card, so I was able to turn up the graphics settings a little bit. It looks nice on my end, not sure how much is really noticeable after it goes through the processing with YouTube and everything, but I'm liking how it looks. Alright, I'm gonna hit these front trenches to start with. Just get a round of bombardment out there. Oh yeah, heavy snow flurries are reducing sight range. Now they're firing at my guns. I wonder how they spotted my guns. So once we have these guns ready, I'm going to start my assault. We got these guys going straight for the middle. Not having that sight range is a huge challenge because now I can't target my artillery. Normally I'd rely on having their riflemen suppressed, have their machine guns suppressed right out the gate. And you know, it's not that unusual for me to be able to take a position without their machine guns firing a shot. In this case, I'm gonna probably have to wait until they start firing at me and then call in artillery on them. But that all depends where they're placed. Let's see what we've got. I'm gonna try to time this up well to keep them suppressed. And my sight range is garbage. Alright, I'm calling in heavy artillery on their front line. I'm just going to hit this back line with light artillery. Not sure exactly where. Alright, let's start planning which trenches we're going to take. Now their front line's pretty worn out. We've got 2 rounds of heavy artillery coming down on those positions. So they're already pretty deep in casualties. Let's see, we've got some troops in the trenches now, which is great. That's what we needed. As these troops bypass the trenches, they'll be able to throw some grenades at the machine gun. And let's see, these elites should be able to come up and finish the job with any trenches that don't get taken by the regulars. So our regulars got knocked out of that trench, but I'll get the elites in there. Here we go, let's get in this trench. And we'll hit these back trenches with light artillery, make sure that we don't take fire that we don't need to. And let's see, let's go for this back trench. I'm gonna call up some French regulars while I've got it. There we go, 1 trench taken. I'm gonna retreat these guys. They've got my artillery suppressed. Get in that trench. Let's see if we can make it to the second trench. I think my elites have this trench taken on the right side here. I don't think we're going to capture this trench on the left. But we've got another round of guys coming up, so we'll be able to take it with them. Let's retreat these weak companies so that we can get fresh ones in. And we'll keep them suppressed with light artillery, just to try to keep them off our new guys coming in. Ooh, did you see that? That was huge. That was heavy artillery landing in the middle of a column of infantry. Would not recommend to a friend, might recommend to an enemy. I was on the wrong end of that one. So my reserves just got wrecked by that artillery. All right, let's take these. Tired of sitting around. We've got to take this point. If you take a better path there, that would be ideal. And hit these trenches before they figure out what's going on. There we go. Now we've got some troops in these trenches. Let's get in these trenches before we get destroyed by more artillery. All right, so we've got a handle on X now. We're losing some elite infantry. All right, so we got that control point secured. They are hammering us with heavy artillery. And we've got some new friends approaching from the right. Luckily, we've got some elite troops here to put some fire on them. I don't think they'll make it to my trench. We've got 3 trenches firing on one company. Even though it's from the side and the angle isn't great for them, they're still not going to be able to hang with it. And let's see, my light artillery actually can handle this. Trying to decide who I'm gonna send up here. I would really like some deeper trenches here that keep me more protected from artillery. Because they're just shredding my guys. Let's see. Let's fast forward this a bit until these reinforcements get closer. They've got to be burning for some supply, right? I wonder how closely that's watched for the AI. There we go. We'll let them launch these counterattacks. All right, let's pause this. We got a lot going on. First, let's get everyone in skirmish formation so we don't lose an entire company to one artillery hit. We'll advance to the second trench. And I don't know. We'll see where the rest of this goes. Oh, look at that. An actual assault. Hey, we've got artillery for this. I was not prepared. Not expecting this one. But luckily, we've got a lot of troops in here. We've got some solid artillery coming down where they were massed the most. And this is going to swing the casualties in our favor a bit. So we're going to have to retake some of these trenches. Not a problem. There we go. We got some artillery hitting their guys coming in. We got one company to surrender before they even got here. I know I saw some more companies coming in here, so we'll hit them with artillery as well. And this trench is going to be ours. Not too much of a fight. Wow, that actually was more of a fight than I expected. You've got a lot of guys coming over here. The light guns aren't going to do a ton of damage, but they'll do some. And that's really all we need. Keep them occupied, make their lives harder, and, well, shorter. Now the heavy artillery hitting this assault, that's going to do some damage. Really going to chew up these companies before they even get to my lines. And I'm going to start hitting this company that they managed to take a trench with. I was getting ready to take their command trench, and they came out of nowhere with this. I wonder if I should get ready to repel another assault or keep pushing forward. Now let's see. Can I see where they're firing from? Last time they had a battery here, but I'm not going to just bet on it. I'm not going to waste the supplies to fire blind. All right, it's quiet now.
Au rapport. Renfort, au rapport. Au rapport.
Wat zijn uw orders?
Now we've got some serious reinforcements, and I'm going to try to hug the edge of the map and go for this command trench.
Attendez les ordres. On doit tenir cette position.
Here comes more artillery, so I'm going to divert one of these companies and get ready to repel another attack. This top right trench is going to be valuable. Number one, just to keep them under fire for a longer period of time. But I can also see them earlier when they're attacking from this direction, so I can call in artillery.
Le commandement veut cette position. On a de nouveaux ordres. Sur la ligne. On a de nouveaux ordres.
There we go. All right. So we now have this command trench. I'm going to retreat this elite company since they're beat up. Oh, let's go take out this heavy artillery. They've been causing enough problems for me. Who here is beat up? These two Belgian companies are beat up. Oh, these French companies are beat up too. Watch. Just as I pull them back, they'll attack.
Versterkingen melden zich.
There we go. We lost one company. Might be able to win it with the remaining French company, but I'll throw that Belgian company in just to make sure. And we now have the command trench under control. We got a heavy field artillery destroyed. Oh, we found the rest of their artillery. Let's take these guns out too. So while we're at it, let's call in some more stuff. Because we know now that they don't have artillery.
We hebben nieuwe orders.
And let's see, they might have enough to launch an assault over here. I'll just retreat this company that's damaged.
Tenez-vous prêts. Le commandement veut cette position. On a de nouveaux ordres. Le commandement veut cette position.
Let's see what we've got over here. Make sure we're hitting these as much as we can. Whoa. Found some. Alright, we've got the command trench.
Tenez-vous prêts. Formation d'escarmouche. Attention.
I'm going to keep fire here with my light artillery, just to make sure that they don't get any cheap shots off at me. Oh, we've got a machine gun here. We'll need to suppress that right away. Keep moving. Keep moving. What else do I have that can fire? I was hoping my artillery would get these guys shut down. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough, but at least now I know where they are. And this trench line is going to be a problem. At least now I could just pound this with artillery. I know where they are. What else can I hit? I could just keep going. I've got the supply for it. Only 6 minutes, so not a ton of time here. I'm gonna need to keep an eye on that if I want to sweep the map again. Forgot to watch the points up top to see if I took out that machine gun. It's got to be close, if I haven't taken it out already. Once the rest of these Belgians get here, then I think I'm going to be ready to make my move. All right. I've got the light artillery going for suppression, so it should keep that machine gun tied up if it's still there. There we go, we got some firing on the move going. We'll hit this with heavy artillery while we've got a moment. We just need to get a little closer to this machine gun to take it out. Ah, here's another machine gun. Get in the trenches. Get in. We take trenches, we live. There we go, we've got a foothold now. And it's going to be tough to dislodge us. Especially once we get in this trench. Now we can hit those machine guns with grenades. There we go. I've got enough light artillery going on this company that they're in bad shape. Now I've got the melee one. We can take out this remaining machine gun. And we have just 3 minutes to take out Z. I think I'm going to go with an elite assault here. Get that ready while I call in reinforcements. Gonna retreat some units. Gonna move some units up. We've got to really make the most of this over here.
Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts. Le commandement veut cette position.
Got to start this artillery fire. See where they're at. Start weakening them. Since I've only got 3.5 minutes. Now, since they're suppressed by artillery, I can get these guys close enough to see. So if we hit these 4 trenches, that'll keep them mostly busy. All right, they've got a machine gun over here. I'm gonna hit these with light artillery while we're waiting for the heavy artillery to reload. And I'm gonna call in some more elites while we're waiting. I'm just gonna send these 2 companies from the backside. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is where I'm gonna place my artillery once it's all reloaded.
Attendez les ordres. Dispersez-vous.
We geven ons over.
I'm gonna try to time it up so that
We hebben nieuwe orders.
my troops and artillery are arriving at the same time. This looks to be about right. So the first line, oh, I already screwed up. And that leaves me with, let's see, what's not firing. I've got 1 heavy artillery that I'm gonna put on this back trench. I think this is gonna be enough to punch through. So we did find a machine gun somewhere. A machine gun that was suppressed last time, but is not this time. And we're just gonna have to go by mass here and punch through. We got those machine guns taken out, so it's a good start. 1:09. We've got to keep pushing. I can't stop here. I can't slow down to consolidate. And I could actually use some more troops. Let's see, these elites, they're gonna make it to that trench. Good. 26 seconds. This is gonna be dicey. Oh, this is gonna be dicey. All right, we are definitely good with the front trench. It's this back one that's going to be tough. 12 seconds. All right, we're taking it. They're far enough away. We've got control. That was close. Really close. No, I don't think they have anywhere else they can call reinforcements in from. We will sit tight. These guys did the best job showing up just as it's finished. Whew. 2 battles, 2 sweeps on the next difficulty. I'm feeling good about how this one's starting. Let's see how these stats look. So we actually lost less troops than they did, though we had a solid number of elite troops. But of course, we're on the offensive. Pretty similar look to last time. Our casualties were worth some coin, though. We are going to see that balance ticking down. Not as much of a national will boost for us this time, but a bigger penalty for them. We captured Ghent, so we got 20 national will, 2 grand in gold. All right. We have a victory of miles. So now what do we have in that region? We've got a little bit of everything kind of divided up here. A place to land. What do we have? Oh, that's right. We need an airfield and landing strip. Got a research landing strip, build an airfield. I think I'm going to stop there for today. We're off to a great start on this next difficulty level with the new patch 2.1. I'm liking what I see so far. Haven't run into any of the bugs that bothered me last time. So thanks again for watching. I'm excited for this campaign. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. And I'm excited to play through this one. Have a good one.